This evening, vendors at Border Market sound off on market renovation. The CHNPA is making squatters into homeowners. One man demands justice after being wronged by the state. CEO of GPL apologizes for the recent string of blackouts. These stories and more on tonight's edition of Headline News.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Bradford Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel, as well as our website, ch2headlinenews.com. Join us. At a meeting with Border Street vendors yesterday, the mayor and city council sought to solicit their support and cooperation during the planned renovation of the street they use to ply their trade. However, when Headline News visited the Border Street location, the vendors, many of whom were at the meeting, voiced their concerns. Wendell Jeffrey mingled with the vendors and reports on their views.
City Council actually, they make promises and they don't fulfill their promises. And if they should do so with this road, to break down these stars, they're over 50 years, right? Some of these stars are over 50 years. If they should break them down, we would like the agreement, to make agreement with the stall holders of this section on a written paper that as soon as the road finish, you're going to erect the stars that you say you will erect the stars and replace we back right where we belong.
That was Joseph Osborne, a vendor at Border Street for over 37 years. His stall numbers are 217 to 18. He's one of the many concerned vendors who have trepidation about the plans that the city has to remove them and then relocate them.
Although it's well taken, but look how much people the city council misplace. People from Big Market, they're on the mall, people from Stelling View gotta relocate, and all these kind of things. How are you going to do all of this at the same time? My main objective right now is that I hope that she carried out what she said to a letter. But before all this could happen, I think that we should get an audience with the Minister of Public Works, right? So that we could see if we could go around this here. Just breaking down the stalls. A business breaking down the stalls is not a guarantee that we will come back here.
And he was not the only one voicing his concerns. Mugabe, a vendor of the Border Street for 25 years, shared his take on the matter.
I'm happy for that. Yes. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that, and I hope that the process don't be a long drawn process because just now is Christmas, right? I thought they would do it around just after March next year. You understand? Because they promised us they would do this road months ago. I expect this road to be, you know, because every day I'm in a situation where I'm in untidy surroundings.
Sandra Graham and Anita Goring, acting as spokesladies for the vendors in the street, chimed in.
My concern is that always they're moving Regent Street. Remember, a lot of people don't move already and in place back no way. And we there very long. Now we can't go and walk no way with no other company. We can't walk. We supposed to.
What is your concern?
That we just regardless they can move us and put us on the pave.
They say they're going to talk to traffic chief, they will use Regent, then they're going to do him, put back just like how they do Orange Walk with them stands. Do the same thing here, let everybody get a livelihood. You understand? Because robbing mama out from his daily bread, you're putting other things in here to do wrong things. Because remember, you got to live, you gonna rob, he know he got bills to cover, he already in debt. You understand? They ain't got nobody doing a business and can't sit in there. So whatever talk in this meeting, I can work with it. But don't go against it.
Headline News sought a cross-section of the vendors' views. Some were optimistic and ready to go with the plan. Many were troubled and uncertain as to whether or not the city will keep their word.
Well, trusting God that the ability to write it way and hurry up and do it so we can get back performing to our reasonably all the time.
Very good plan. The road need doing. The road need doing. The people park of fall. I was falling, the engine the cell. The road need doing.
It would be a good idea.
Yeah,
It's a very good plan, you know.
Uniform, yeah.
It's a very good plan. They're going to do the building like what they're doing Orange Walk. So it's a good plan.
It's a good plan, but let me put it in God's hands.
So, are we quite clear on what I would have said? I'm not hearing response from the guys. So far. Good.
I am Wendell Jeffrey, reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Wendell. Squatters on Lombard Street are being moved into brand new homes, courtesy of the Central Housing and Planning Authority. Our reporter Esther Sobers asked the residents how they feel about the impending move.
This morning, we're in Lombard and Broad Street speaking to squatters on how they feel about being relocated very soon.
This is where they call home. So when now you're taking them from it, now you gotta like prepare like community center where they could go and stay. I remember they live as one in this place, guy. The ghetto is one. It come from the ghetto as one. You gotta get a place where the people them could live as one. It's not putting them in a new home, it's putting them in a comfortable environment like how they was comfortable, you know? Even like how they living here, they're still comfortable, right? But they could do more better for the people them. You know, they could do more better. You know than I know though. For them, you know they're comfortable. Because if they ain't comfortable here, they want to be living here. Probably they ain't got no other place to live, so this is where they choose to call home. So I just asking for who could ever render assistance for just see how y'all could better it for the people them, or get a more better and a more wonderful environment.
More than one time I tried to apply for land, but they said I was too small at the time, and then I applied back and now it's good. Everybody feel good, yes, because living in the area, you have to share the pipe. The line is a small place to enclose, right? So we have to take turn to use the line and so it's going to be far way better because everybody will have their own pipes, their own line and everything. And for me, my children will get good space, a more safe environment, because in the yard it won't be easy for them to play because of sometimes the police would come in with their big guns in the hand and run through the yard and everything. And this is not healthy for children, especially my kids. I don't want it for my children.
One resident also related that being moved from the location is a blessing.
I would like to say this relocation, right? I want to say like it's a blessing, right? Because all the time living in this ghetto is not really nice. I hope the blessing won't turn into cursing after a time, because we are poor. We're poor people can afford to pay, you know, heavy debts and them kind of thing.
The squatters were given 6 weeks to relocate, a decision which was made by the landowner and the High Court. But just a few weeks remaining before eviction, the new homes provided by the government for squatters may be completed in December, the woman said.
A new home for the Christmas. So I don't know if that would be possible.
And I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up on Headline News after the break, Mayor addresses vendors' concerns, and we find out what has been causing the recent string of blackouts.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
As a parent who works at home with my business located right here, I use Blaze high-speed internet. At home, my daughter enjoys it for her educational learning apps, and I work at home as well, so the service is efficient for my business. Parents bring their children, and while the children are enjoying ice cream, the parents also relax and enjoy their free Wi-Fi services.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Kissoon's Crazy Golden Jubilee Sale is back for 6 days only from this Monday, October 24th to Saturday, October 29th at the Kissoon's Factory Outlet, Rheinfeldt Industrial Park. It's not just a sale of the year, it's the sale of your lifetime, as every piece of furniture goes at a rock-bottom price. Once you want it, Kissoon's will make sure you get it. Kissoon's have gone crazy again for 6 great days, Monday, October 24th to Saturday, October 29th at their Industrial Park factory.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
The vendors all admit that the road needs fixing. However, they are leery of the mayor and city council's commitments to them. There seems to be some distrust of the city administrators. Yesterday, the mayor addressed the vendors who will be relocated because of the renovation and reconstruction works. Wendell Jeffrey was at the meeting and filed this report.
I have to have you involved. So that's why we call you here, to have your feedback. I didn't want to go your route because I didn't want anyone to say I'm bulldozing the whole session and I'm taking things for my own granted and doing things without consultation. The whole process of the city council is to work with the people. We are working with the people because it's the people who are our electors. They elect us and we have to have consultation with you. We have to have conversation with you all the time. And so that's why we asked you here for this feedback.
At the time, and we still do feel that we need to consult with the people who are using that particular street to ply their trade, that is the border street, and we've had this meeting today.
A contrite and almost apologetic mayor and town clerk met with the vendors from Border Road to tell them that in the very near future, they will all be removed to facilitate major road works.
As to how we move forward, because we cannot continue with Border Street in the deplorable state that it is, taking into consideration the persons who are selling flat on the ground. They have not even been complying with the public health laws of having their goods at least 6 inches above the ground. The Ministry of Infrastructure has quite clearly said to us that in the repairs of the road, the stalls will have to be relocated so they can repair the road from end to end.
They will have to be relocated. We will have to remove the stalls because of two reasons. One, the fact that we need to do the road properly, so we're talking about doing proper infrastructural work on the road. And second, there's an environmental consideration that you couldn't have stall holders working there while the men are applying the material to the road. It's not healthy. They can have all kinds of respiratory problems, and we don't want that to happen. We're very, very concerned about the health and safety of our citizens.
The meeting was called at the City Hall today, and the vendors were told that their stalls will be dismantled and removed, the road will be fixed, and the stalls will be rebuilt using a public-private partnership approach. When that is completed, the vendors will be placed into their new stalls.
We're looking at a portion of Regent Street. We want to close off a portion of Regent Street where we would relocate those vendors who are operating right on Border Street to facilitate the repairs there.
That has been completed. You will be relocated to your identical stall. So those who got stalls from 100 to 105 or 6 will be given stall 100 to 106 back again. We are not repossessing any stalls.
According to Town Clerk Royston King, the plan is to make the city more attractive and aesthetically appealing.
We will construct some temporary stalls, and whatever we do, they will not be makeshift stalls because we are moving away from makeshift operations in the city, and we're trying to make the city more modern because we don't want the city to look like a shanty town.
According to the mayor, the stalls will look like those that were built along the northern sidewalk of the National Post Office downtown.
There will be something similar to what is in front of the Guyana Post Office, or maybe what is in Regent Street. We'll look at it. We're not going to be too expensive and elaborating what we do, but we want something much more pleasing to the eye and acceptable to all, and affordable also.
Exact dates for the beginning of the relocation and the renovation works have not been decided. However, the council administrators are saying that they will not move forward except in consultation with the vendors to make sure that they remain a part of the decision-making process.
And again, I am not using a confrontational approach with them. I'm trying to have conversation with them for us to move this entire process, all vendors, forward in a way that is acceptable, that they will not lose anything.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Thus far, this week has been a very dark one, thanks to rolling blackouts across the Demerara-Berbice interconnected system. In this report, Esther Sobers tells us what caused the dark days and nights.
Thousands of residents and businesses have been affected by the problems of Guyana Power and Light. For several hours yesterday and today, Georgetown and other parts of the country were plunged into power outages for lengthy periods of time. GPL Acting Chief Executive Officer Renford Homer spoke with the Department of Public Information and explained constant blackouts to have significantly inconvenienced numerous citizens across the country.
On Sunday, we had just about 3 megawatts of reserve capacity at a time when our demand was about 84 megawatts, and of course our available generation was about 87 megawatts. There were a couple of machines that were out. On Monday, we had a report of a burnt jumper on one of our feeders coming out of Kingston. On Wednesday morning, just about 8:45, we experienced a disturbance. That was a result of a tree trimming exercise that was taking place at the Atlantic Hotel Inc. on Battery Road.
Mr. Homer further explained that the load shedding schedule that was conducted along Anna, Regina, and Charity, this resulted in some villages receiving electricity for 12 hours, while adjacent villages were left without power for the corresponding time.
We literally lost just over 2 megawatts of available capacity. So what we had to do for the duration of that day was to effect a load shedding schedule between Anna Regina and Charity. So there were some villages between Anna Regina and Charity that received electricity for approximately 12 hours, and then of course the other villages that were out at that point in time then receive for the other 12 hours.
The acting CEO apologized for the inconvenience that the company may have caused. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. Still ahead, we hear about one man's demand for justice from the state and the weather report. Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
My thoughts, well, for me, internet has changed the world, and Blaze has changed the internet here in Guyana one more time. I mean, long are the days where you have to wait for your favorite TV show to be on at 8 o'clock on a Friday or a Saturday night. This day and age, it's about downloading it, streaming it, and watching it at your convenience. And Blaze, for us, gives us the opportunity now to watch our favorite shows from England, from America, Caribbean, when we want it, how we want it.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
Guyana has got to do better when it comes to human rights. In last year's riot at Camp Street Prison that caused 17 men to be burned to death, there were also some inmates who were shot with pellets. One such inmate was Sion Edwards. He was struck in his face and he lost sight in his right eye. He is complaining that to date he has received no proper medical attention. Neither has he received any compensation for his injuries, which he received while a ward of the state. Wendell Jeffrey caught up with him at his place of business on Regent Street.
The recent upheaval and the shootings of the inmates at the Lusitania prison brought back some very sad memories to the mind of Sion Edwards. Sion said that last year, March 3rd and 4th, during those troubling days when one of the cell blocks was set alight and 17 inmates were burned to death, that he was an inmate on remand at the Camp Street facility. Sion does not want to say much. Off camera, he seems to suggest that if he speaks the truth or says too much, he will suffer recrimination. He would only say, "I see a lot, but I can't talk." He said that during the uprising, he was shot in his face. There remained 4 pellets in his face, 2 in his forehead, 1 in his chin, and the other went through his eye and lodged between his eyeball and his nose bridge.
Man, I don't even want to remember it, but honestly. I don't even want to remember it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Is it too painful?
What I see and what I don't been through, none to talk about. I see things happen. I see things happen. My own eye, I see things happen. 2 days straight, I see things happen. And it's hard to talk about.
At first, Sion was reluctant to speak with me. Then he gradually began to tell his story.
Never talk about it.
What's your name?
Sion Edwards.
Tell me what about the IC?
No, the last person riot. What could say that the last person riot I wasn't there, and they gave me proper medical attention. I got charged for something that I didn't do. And until now, I can't see proper attention for my eye. I can't see from it nothing no more.
Sion says that he was selling on Regent Street, where he has a stand, when he was picked up and charged with a murder he never committed. He was acquitted of the charge and is now back at his stall, still doing his daily hustle.
Pellet, I have a pellet in my head right now, but 4 pellets.
You have 4 pellets in your head?
One there in the eye. Pellet there in the eye, mess it up.
So if they remove the pellet, would you be able to see from there?
Yeah, I won't able to see nothing. Won't able to see nothing. No, for talk about, man. When I talk about it, I just remember because most of my friends don't die in the fire. Who get injured. It's tragic.
But he's angry. Sion says that the system is quick to lock you up, sometimes for no reason, but when you get hurt or injured, they are very slow in their response in dealing with your plight. He said that he was locked up for something he never did. He lost his eye, and yet he never received any kind of compensation.
But the hurry for shy in jail and in no investigating what these people do or what. But to just shy me in jail, I lose me eye, me get nothing from it. I mean getting nothing fit, nothing me getting fit.
He said that he has totally given up on the matter of receiving any kind of compensation or getting any form of justice. He said that he had a lawyer, but he got no assistance from him. And the lawyer said that there is nothing he can do to cause Sion to receive benefits. He said that he does not expect any justice in this country called Guyana.
I talked the liar that fight me case, I talked to him, and he telling me it's a whole lot run. You can't get them kind of justice like that in this country called Guyana.
Sion said that for 9 months, he suffered with a blinded eye, all the while waiting on remand.
Go to the hospital when they feel like carrying to the hospital. If you are in pain, when they feel like come for carry to the hospital, they come and carry you. Right? When they feel like carry to the hospital, they come and carry you. I suffer with this for 9 months. I had to suffer the time till I come out of jail with this eye. So.
The young man seems to have made his peace with himself. He says that he still suffers pain and has to constantly take medication to relieve the pain.
I still get pain, just drinking a set of tablet. But what I could do, I can't fight the system. The system is either you join them or you fight them. And either way, just one hellfire, just bring it up. Because the system just getting more hard and harder every day on everybody.
He said that the doctors told him that there is nothing that they can do to correct the problem and give him back his sight, even as he repeated the fact that the pellet is still lodged in his eye.
They can't do nothing they can do. I get hit, when I get hit in the next week, the next new week, they keep asking me how is the eye. I see a little bit from the side, alright, you're going to get to see. Within the next week, I can't see nothing more than point blank. Point blank on this one side. Nothing, no attention, nothing, no make attempt for take out the eye for look for the pellet, nothing. I got pellet A, This one A and one in the I stick in the car in the boot.
I tried one last time to get Sion to say what led to the shootings on that fateful day.
What was happening during the time that those shots were fired?
Yeah, you understand what I try to tell you now. Yeah, you understand what I try to tell you. It is a tragic thing, and I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Friday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in Sunday morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Monday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your home, and do have a blessed weekend.